Good evening, Rocket League fans. Welcome to Minor League
And
Doubles.
There's still a big chance here for anyone to take this in regulation, and this is
No!
10 seconds are gone in the bullet.
With both members of Orange out of net right now, towards the net. This is a need. Numerics puts it in. This game's not over yet.
Bring out your predictions. Bring out your scores. Let's see where we go. Game 7. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Fridge in position. Scores!
Just an insane series.
I just typed in chat. I can feel my heartbeat. It's so tense.
What a series! We are back, and winter is here. The White Walkers themselves. Curtis alongside his brother in the casting booth, and it is awkwardly cold for the middle of summer.
Yeah, it happens. It's a at least I have zero chance of getting sunburned out here, and it's a good time. So it should be a lot of fun. But either way, Bears and Comets are in front of us at the moment, and teams that Bears trending in an upward direction. I do believe, if my memory serves me right, and Comets, as of right now, moving in the opposite, but have a chance to turn it around today.
Memory does not serve you correct. The Bears coming off an 0-5 loss to the Lightning, who we just saw drop a 1-4 decision to the Rhinos. So the Bears needing to pick up a few games here on the Comets, who are still struggling at the bottom of the Storm division, but coming off of a win, they're going to have a bit of momentum in their favor. Honestly, this one a little bit too hard to call. Both of these teams really needing to put some wins up right now, and it's anybody's guess how it's going to play out.
Yeah, should be fun to see. I'm excited to see it. Hopefully you guys are as well. 5-game series coming up in just a moment here. We're going to get the messages to the teams to get them in, and we will be set for game 1 here on Beckwith Park. We have one more series after this, correct?
That is correct. We will have a third match of the evening. It'll be the Tigers and the Puffins coming up after this series, but all the players are locked in, ready to go. We are live with game 1 of 5 here on the lovely Beckwith Park, and I gotta say, I like these colors.
Yeah, these are actually really, really decent. They don't conflict by any stretch. They work really, really well together as we get things underway. Right towards the first strike, and that is Deheimer putting it in the Comets net. It is a 1-0 lead 7 seconds in.
Really solid ball by Deheimer. We saw this in the last series as well. The Lightning coming out quickly with a couple of good face-off plays. Deheimer lobbing that upfield from his corner, able to get that one out into offensive territory and a good follow-up to finish the job.
Nice work indeed as we are 1-0. Chance for Deheimer again. He's going to try to get it up and over. That is taken away. Clunky turn. Has a little bit of a slowdown happening. It's going to go laterally off the sidewall. Chance for the Comets to answer, but nothing happening just yet. This will go around that corner. Needing a clear are the Bears, and a one that comes off the post as Lodsane is not able to slam it home. It remains 1-0, 38 seconds into the game.
Really unlucky for the Comets. They had everything right except the targeting. They go just off the base of the post and away, and then another unlucky touch by them ends up putting the ball wide of the net. Chance to try and set this one up here, but Clumsy Term lets it fall. The Bears have a chance to clear.
Minute into game 1. That's going to be a play for the Bears. It's going to go off the back, follow coming, but it's going to be a bit of an errant piece of contact towards the Comets corner. Comets work to move it out. Clumsy Term gets a touch. It's going to go up for Lodsane. Lodsane going to keep it in towards the Bears corner. Needing a challenge, but answering that really, really well is El Fuego. He's going to try it off the backboard, try to get contact. He can't do it. Deheimer is lurking. He's going to keep it in the offensive end, but not for very much longer as it'll go streaking back into the Bears' opposite end. 3:28 left in game 1. This is a chance coming out for El Fuego. It's going to, and Lodsane and Deheimer are going to connect back towards the Bears net. It's going to go around the corner. Chance for Lodsane. He's got the angle, has the near side, and he's going to put that one in. We are tied up at 1.
Looking for the pass initially on this one. El Fuego with a very heads-up play to demo Clumsy Term at the top of the box, but unfortunately Lodsane has the angle on Deheimer as he comes out of the corner, just keeps it under control, jams it in at the post, and ties the game up at 1.
Minute 45 into game 1. This will go into the Comets corner. Missed clear by Clumsy Term. He has all day to work this out. Finally a challenge coming from El Fuego. It's going to pop into the middle. Chances off the back, looking for contact towards the middle. Clumsy Term's going to put this towards the right corner of the net, but no velocity on it. And it'll go back into the Comets end with a little help from Deheimer. Bears have to make defensive contact towards their own net, very, very close. And taking it back the other way, El Fuego. Heimer gets a touch. Good job by Clumsy Term to meet it at the midfield stripe. Going to put one off the backboard. Has a little bit of help coming. Lodsane can't do it. As not sure if he was intending to pass there, but it certainly looked like it. And it is 1-1 still as we've just hit halftime.
It was a good look at a pass there, just unfortunately not executed well. And that is a bit of a misclear by the Comets. You'll see it right here. Deheimer's ball in towards the Comets. They're both in the corner. That hard lateral ball right out for El Fuego to pick the angle.
The mental thought there from Lodsane was, hey, you know what? I'm going to get this to roll up the wall. Instead, it just plays laterally right into El Fuego's lap, and he puts a seed into the top corner.
Yeah, you got to make sure it hits the base of that wall to roll up, or at least bounce up at an angle that you can get underneath it and lift it off. When you hit the higher part there, almost always comes out at an angle that centers rather than goes straight up.
Just over 2 minutes left. This is a chance. Comets looking to tie the game. They will. Clumsy Term able to put that one home. We're even at 2.
Now, Lodsane getting the jump on this one here. Clumsy Term doing really well to control his boost over top of El Fuego. You see the pass looking first time there, but Deheimer panicking, trying to tip it away. Knows the pass is on or even a shot there. Just can't get underneath the ball high enough to lift it up.
Just over 2 minutes left. Deuces wild on the scoreboard as well as we play in game 1. Up is Deheimer. El Fuego lurking at the midfield stripe. There's going to be a long touch from Lodsane right to El Fuego. He's going to try to follow this. Gets it on the nose. It'll go towards the sidewall and off of it. Trying to read it. Leaves it for Deheimer. Good job doing so. Good piece of communication there as Lodsane going to try to keep it out, but El Fuego meets it. Coming around the corner is Clumsy Term. El Fuego leads it for Deheimer. Heimer looking into the middle. Good contest out on the back wall. Clumsy Term is going to lose this battle, though, as it remains in the Comets' end. That right corner inside the Comets' end is getting peppered with just breakout attempt versus keep-in attempt by each team, and really just a worn-out track there as the Bears try to keep the offense going.
Well, the one thing that actually got the clear for the Comets, and a really weak shot from Deheimer, he'll want that one back, is actually the ball coming in the corner from Deheimer gets put right into the front of El Fuego as he rotates out through the same side as the ball. We talk about that a lot on our broadcasts where you really need to give yourself spacing and go out the other way. As Deheimer will take the lead here off El Fuego's chip up in front.
And this is a perfect pass from El Fuego, too. He has the flick. He's got that was Lodsane who he beat clean on that flick, and Deheimer reads it perfectly. Good piece of communication there, and the Bears take the lead.
Really well executed backflip flick, too. A lot of the time you see those ones go really poorly, so you don't get the timing right, but El Fuego with perfect frame timing on that one, able to chip that one over.
This is a chance. El Fuego with a really good read on it, going to take it away from the oncoming Clumsy Term. This is at the Comets net. Lodsane with a good booming clear off the Bears' back wall. Chance near side, and El Fuego caught himself driving backwards and could not get in front of the ball in time to take it away.
Actually, you see him second guess that right on the corner. He thinks he wants to challenge that, then goes to net. Really, really poor decision on that one. As Lodsane just able to chip that right inside the low corner there. A seeing eye shot on the placement to tie the game at 3.
Yeah, and it seemed, I'm not sure if he should have just over-rotated that and just attacked at that point, you think? Or is it just a matter of he just needs to be in a better spot in the net on the goal line?
No, once he decides to turn towards the ball, you have to commit to that ball. And that's the problem, is he second guesses it when he doesn't, when he realizes, that he doesn't have the read off the backboard that he was looking for. And that second guess is really what opens up the shooting lane.
This will be a good boost steal by El Fuego, putting it across to Deheimer. Great save, rebound, still at the crossbar. Comets going to try to survive and get to OT. They will, and they are counting their blessings. We'll see if they can answer with a goal of their own.
Can we talk about the pre-jump by Clumsy Term to save that shot on the goal line? Dude had no boost and gets the frame perfect pre-jump backflip to keep it off the line.
That's fantastic work as the Bears look to move it away from their own net. What a move! The diddle. El Fuego trying to catch the angle. He can't do it. It's still there. Needs to put it out for Deheimer. Heimer's there. Goal line scores. Bears win game 1, 24 seconds in.
Comets in a panic as they rush back, and you see it right here. Lodsane lunges at the ball, then Clumsy Term just misreading the pass by Fuego. Deheimer's patience, last man in, usually means you have the best shot. The Bears take game 1 in overtime by score 4-3.
That's a good job by the Bears. They actually nearly won it at the end of regulation and ended up getting it denied, but by Clumsy Term. But they finally were able to get it pretty quickly into OT. Not a lot of stress as far as that one goes, and a 10-6 shot advantage. And really, the 10 shots, 4 goals, 40% accuracy on them as far as ones that hit the back of the net. Not a terrible showing in game 1 for the Bears.
No, the one thing that I think they'll probably want a little bit better is just their accuracy. They put a couple of shots a little bit too easily at the Comets, and Clumsy Term's one save, almost a game-saving save. But I think for me, the Bears did everything that they needed to do. It's just that the Comets really couldn't string together a sequence of play that worked for them. A couple of their attempts just a little bit too quick, a little bit too undisciplined, I'd say. And that commit on those early kind of let them down.
Yeah, fair enough. Comets find themselves down 1-0 in the series, but it was a competitive game throughout. We'll see if they can finally hit the bump that puts them over the edge and get them a Game 2 win to tie up this series. Bears Comets Game 2 on your screen right now as we get into the second part of this MLD, the penultimate game on tonight's triple header, as El Fuego is going to get the first strike in the Comets net. 1-0, 7 seconds in.
And fortunately, both Comets go for the mid boost, and they both get stuck on an island there, as neither of them is at a good angle to take that ball away. El Fuego just lobbing it from the upper part of the side wall, and that's a goal that the Comets are really going to want back.
Yep, and it puts the Bears in the driver's seat again. See how long they can keep it, or if they can keep it. That one's going to go laterally off of the sidewall. Lodsane can't make contact. Clumsy Term has to be careful. He's going to fly by the ball. This is an empty net. Can't miss those, and El Fuego does not. He's got his second one inside of a minute.
The Chiefs and I touched on it last game, that the most important part of Rocket League is hitting the ball. And Clumsy Term and Lodsane both lunge at that ball at different sequences of play, and neither one gets contact. Clumsy Term, in particular, should have had the clear that left the ball wide open for Fuego, but he kind of rushes at it because Lodsane doesn't get the touch ahead, and that panic sets in, and they really, really break down in their decision-making.
That is a problem that they'll need to correct. Bears up 2. Still early, though, in Game 2. Plenty of time. So go towards the near post. This is a chance, goal line to goal line here, as it'll go across goal mouth. Bears get good piece of contact. In towards the goal line, and a nice save by Clumsy Term keeping that one out, as El Fuego had a chance at a hat trick. Could not finish it off. Comets out to the side. They have the angle for the moment, but coming in to take that one away is Deheimer, and he's going to control it up the side. Gets a touch, going far side with it. He has the angle and the goal. Deheimer with a do-it-yourself special gives them a 3-goal lead.
Thought he might want to go for double touch there, but only 30 boost as he makes the play. Only has 9 left to try and catch up to a supersonic ball. Doesn't need it, because when he makes the shot, both Comets stacked up underneath him along the sidewall there as they chase the ball up into the lights there. The big misplay again for the Comets, and the Bears now with a commanding 3-goal lead.
1:09 into that game is when that third goal happened. We are now 1:17 in. Chance for El Fuego on the double. Can't finish it off. Deheimer still there, rolls it off the inside post, and it is 4-0. Bears running away with game 2.
Really good play by El Fuego there, just kind of letting that ball fall underneath him. Don't think he got a ton of contact before or after the replay started, but Deheimer again just picking off a failed clear by the Comets, as Lodsane losing that ball above him, and Clumsy Term not in a position on rotation to try and take the shot angle away.
3:33 left. Another one. El Fuego and Deheimer are absolutely on fire.
El Fuego is on Fuego.
And Fuego. Yeah, El Fuego and Fuego confirmed. 5-0.
The Comets just on these kickoffs right now, they are going to completely opposite sections of the field, and neither one of them ends up in a position where they can cover the ball. And they have to be able to control this ball off the kickoff. They're going to have to change something with how they're approaching that ball to challenge it, because right now it's just not working.
Yeah, that's a very, very fair point. The kickoffs are not going their way, and it's really, really hurting them defensively. as just rapid fire goals into the Comets net is going to really put this one out of reach sooner rather than later. So we play with 3:07 left. This will be El Fuego. He has 3 goals in this game at the moment. Deheimer with 2. Deheimer will rotate around, take this ball away from El Fuego. Good challenge at the midfield. That goes over the head of El Fuego. Comets have an empty net to shoot at, and they can't miss, and they won't. Lodzane going to get them one back. Still a ton of time left in this game.
Really good job by Lodzane to angle that down underneath Deheimer. Forces El Fuego into a panic, and then Lodzane, with the luxury of time and space, able to drive that one in. But it's that touchdown underneath Deheimer's breakout, or Animus GP, which has the breakout hitbox, that really sets up that play because it induces the panic play by El Fuego.
Going up over the halfway line. Chance for the Bears to get one more. Good touch by Lodzane to get it away from the goal line. Approaching halftime, still a 4-goal game. Game not out of reach just yet. Comets trying to put another one in, and they will. 5-2. Things get a little more intriguing with 2:35 to go.
Unfortunately, you see the Bears there. Deheimer jumps at that one, knows he doesn't have a chance, and El Fuego takes a long way home as he grabs the boost out of the corner. Clumsy Term just gets enough on that to put it out of reach. You see El Fuego making contact, but not at an angle that can clear it off the line. That's 2 goals quick. For the Comets here, they cut the lead down to 3, and now they're back in it.
Yes, they are. Nothing says a comeback like 2 straight goals inside of a minute. Comets going to get one at the net. El Fuego does a really good job of answering it. Clumsy Term wins that challenge towards the boost orb. Good job by El Fuego to prioritize that boost and get it. Takes it away from the Comets. That's an empty net to work with. Can't miss those. He does not. El Fuego gets another one. 4-goal lead again.
Talk about can't miss those. Talk about the clear as well. Lodzane rushing into the corner, swings and misses at the ball. And that's the kind of play in a 2v2 environment. When you're the last player in net, you have to clear that ball if you come out for it. If you don't, it's always a shot on goal. Bears make no mistake with that one.
Yep, that's one they had to have, and they got it. So good work from the Bears. 2:05 left. 4 goals, 2 minutes, not the end of the world. They just got to get one pretty quick here, and they also have to avoid that kind of mistake. Deheimer, empty net, and that is another one in. It's a 5-goal game as they hit number 7 on the night.
Unfortunately, Lodzane's ball out to center there meets nobody but Deheimer. His Clumsy Term is in the opposition corner ahead of the play. And if you're going to make that play out in front, it has to be to a teammate. Because if it's not, the defenders are pointing forward, and who's going to get to the ball more quickly? A player pointing forwards, unless you have the mechanical skill to be able to boost backwards while you're flying and try and make that clear.
Good catch from El Fuego. He might have his number 4 Comets with the save as Clumsy Turn comes up to make it. Gets it around. El Fuego just has Deheimer to beat it to 2-on-1. Deheimer with a really good challenge off the goal line. He will miss. El Fuego up the sidewall. Reads it into the middle. Nice pop. Deheimer will wait patiently. It's going to be a missed clear. All he has to do is hit the ball and a good clear, but El Fuego there to get the rebound. Number 5 for him on the game, and it's 8-2.
Both Comets swinging past that ball. Neither one making contact on it, and that's the unfortunate part there. When you both have a look at a slow-moving ball and neither one hits it, there's nobody left on defense in a 2v2 scenario, and the Bears are just waiting for the Comets to make mistakes in front of their net, and they're capitalizing every single time.
El Fuego needs a defensive touch here. He will get one. It's still towards that blue net, and it'll be sent up in the air off the ceiling by El Fuego. Grabbing boost, waiting to catch the ball. He does. Tries to get it around 1. El Fuego's going to have to recover. He'll actually leave it for Deheimer. Up off the ceiling. El Fuego going to go after this with a fast aerial. Goes off the backboard. Deheimer waiting patiently. Has one off the bar. Fuego looking for the double hat trick. He can't finish it off. Deheimer will turn around and try to go after it again. It'll go back towards the halfway line. Down to 43 seconds left. Bears like a well-oiled machine offensively at the moment with no sign of slowing down.
And Comets 6s and 7s right now can't find boost on a lot of these plays, and it gives up possession to the Bears right now. They try to slow it down, bring it under control, win 50s, try and get one more on the board before they go into Game 3.
Looking far side, towards the sidewall. It's going to go off the back. Put into the middle. Deheimer with a play. That's an empty net. Is he going to get one more? He will. That's 5 goals for El Fuego. Deheimer with his 4th. And talk about a well-rounded effort. No carry here as the Bears are going to win by a lot.
And you see Lodsane right at the beginning of that slow-mo as Deheimer makes contact. He dives out a little bit wide trying to pick up a boost pad, and that throws him out of position to come across and make the save. He gets contact on it, but just can't get enough of it. And unfortunately now it's a 9-2 lead for the Bears.
Well, one thing I can guarantee you, we're going to see a much more competitive Game 3. Comets are definitely better than they've played so far in Game 2. And judging by the closeness of the first game, I don't see us seeing another 9-2 game for the rest of the series.
I'd hope so, because the way the Comets played in Game 1 gave me a lot of hope for this one being a close one as well. But unfortunately, the wheels coming off here as the Bears finding theirs, able to just put up shots in bunches. But how many of those, Curtis, were mistakes from the Comets rather than the Bears just simply outplaying their opponents?
Unforced errors. That's, I mean, you say the term a lot in things like tennis, but in this case, the Comets had a ton of them. The Bears were just waiting patiently for the Comets to make mistakes, the missed clears, the missed plays, the overextensions on offense, and they just could not fix it. They could not fix it in this game, so it's something they'll need to work on correcting, as the Comets are definitely better than they showed in that second game.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. They're the Bears honestly just waiting for the Comets to make mistakes. And when you have a team that's doing that to you, you have to recognize that you're rushing your play a little bit too much and your decision making isn't sound. And El Fuego is going to come up big with a save there, but that's better off the start from the Comets here. Lodsane being in a good position to lob that downfield, and they get a shot as a result.
Deheimer going to try to make something happen in front of the Comets net. Comets do a couple of really good booming clears, getting it towards that Bears net. That's a shot that goes well wide into the opposite corner. Deheimer, good play off the wall. Comets need to scramble back and make a play. They will. Get it back to half. El Fuego's going to put this side-to-side, wall-to-wall. Both Comets converging on this. Clumsy Term going to try to put it ahead. He actually puts it in a really rough spot towards the opposite corner, and Deheimer cannot finish the job. It'll go back to half where the Comets can regroup.
Really lucky for the Comets there. Get a little bit out of sorts because Lodsane wanted to go for that, being ahead of the play, as I forget to switch my overlay again. My apologies, guys. I'm not having a great day on my overlay keys because I think they're not working on half of my attempts. My bad, guys.
Easy. Blame Jay. No problem. 3:57 left. It is a scoreless game. We play in Game 3. El Fuego is going to go up for this. Lodsane going to get there first. Put it towards the side wall. El Fuego rotates out. Deheimer rotates in. It goes around the corner. Clumsy Term with the touch. Back to him again. He's going to need a double. That's a mistake, but it will be. They will live to tell about it, as it'll be sent along the other side walls. The Comets can move out. There's one diddle. Can he diddle the other guy? El Fuego's sitting on the goal line. It'll go up and around. 3:27 left. It remains a scoreless ball game.
The problem when you go up hard off the backboard like that, you have so much velocity on the clear that when your opponents just sit in net and wait, they're really able to react to that ball because there's no danger that it's going to drop below the crossbar and turn into a shot.
This is going to be towards the halfway line. Are they able to hear me? I'm seeing something in chat saying they're unable to hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay,
your audio's going through. They might just be on mute. We're good.
Oh, there you go. El Fuego with the diddle. Bears 1-0 lead. That's a great piece of one-on-one work from him.
Really good catch by Fuego here. Brings it down on his nose and then just chips it right around Clumsy Term. Really solid control there by El Fuego as he goes right around the last post into an open net.
Good work. Bears take a 1-0 lead. We will see if at this point, the Comets really need an answer. They cannot let this one get out of hand, and this game has been closer than Game 2 was, as Deheimer is going to go for a savage bump in his own defensive end. El Fuego gets a clear. It's going to pop out to the mid. Bears get a gift, and it's going to be in for El Fuego, his second of this game. It is 2-0.
Yeah, El Fuego actually clearing it into Clumsy Term, who makes a back pass that's completely ill-advised. Lodsane wasn't ready for it, and as he goes up for it, Fuego just underneath him gets the tip around. And it's a 2-goal game now as the Bears double the lead.
2:29 left. Bears in their own end. Comets up against it at this point, but at least it's not 9-2. Things a lot closer in this game. They're very much into this game at the moment. See if that can continue. Good job at the midfield challenge. El Fuego trying to put this across. Deheimer will wait patiently. Comets have control. Clumsy turn. Tries to put it into the middle. Sent along. Bears into their own corner around their boost pad. Pinch along that wall. Clumsy turn keeps it in. Into the middle. Good challenge. That's going to pop right in front for Lodsane. Lodsane with not a great amount of velocity on the shot. And it will be a fairly easy save for the Bears. They can move out past the halfway line. 1:36 left. Goes into the Comets corner. Good looking shot. Angle scores. What an angle from Deheimer to hit it from there. It's 3-0.
Can we talk about the number of blocks that Deheimer made to set this play up? 3 blocks as he pushes the ball into the offensive end, then grabs a sick angle out of the corner to put that one on frame. A great play from the Bears captain, the individual effort to come up with a 3-goal lead.
92 seconds left. Still 3-0 Bears at the moment. See what the Comets can do to answer. If they can get 1, they can get 4. It's the way this offense kind of works sometimes. Along the sidewall. Good challenge. Up is Lodsane. Lodsane looking for a tap. Not going to get it past the Bears goaltender at that point. Is back the other way. Come the Bears. Into the corner looking for 1 tap. You got El Fuego lurking at the midfield line. Clumsy turn, up off the wall. Chance off the back, looking for Lodsane. He's got it, scores! Lodsane, 3-1. Game not out of reach yet, but they are running out of time.
Important goal there as Clumsy Term gets both the Bears to split the D on that one. Lodsane right in front gets the front bumper on that, just enough to drop it down into the net. And the Comets on the board here, but they're not scoring at a great pace there, Curtis, and that's really going to make them struggle to find these last 2 goals to equalize.
Down to 50 seconds left. So B in the corner. Punches it off the sidewall. Lodsane needs a good touch here. Into the middle. Clumsy turn was a little bit too far forward. That's going to create an easy clear for the Bears. Now they have an empty net to shoot at. Chance. Are they going to get it? No. Good job by Clumsy, but it's still dangerous. In front of that Comets net, Deheimer able to put it in, and that is going to seal game number 3.
Look at the patience from Deheimer here. Just taps that are on Clumsy Term. You see him pull the brakes, try to spin that around. Deheimer with perfect control gets it to the outside onto the post, and that's the 3-goal lead restored. Game 3 going to the Bears.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about that. That's going to be a series victory for them. Comets in a situation where they are going to have to salvage the last 2 games of this series as Clumsy Term and Lodsane find themselves in an unenviable spot going up against a Bears team that has performed very, very well to this point and will look like they are going to continue to do so as Deheimer and El Fuego are going to add another one. 5-1 just for good measure as Deheimer gets a hat trick.
Well, it looks like the Bears watched that last series that the Rhinos and the Lightning played and said, you know what, anything you can do, I can do adequately so far. Not quite better, because they still need to take a 5-0 to do better and take the provisional lead of the Sun Division. But anything you can do, I can do. You stole that
from our golf club adventures, didn't you?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Anything you can do, I can do adequately. I love it. Either way, Bears with a 5-1 win. They are going to look for the 4th victory in this 5-game set, something they desperately need for playoff seeding at this point. Comets find themselves up against it. They could really, really use these 2 wins if they can salvage them. And the game, this one was a little bit closer all the way up until the end. It was 4-1 until with 2 seconds left. The Bears get another one. So much better than a 9-2 game. At least we're moving in the right direction. Now we really need to see them step up and put a challenge to the Bears in this game 4.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if game 1 was more... The Bears took a little bit longer to warm up than the Comets were playing a lot better in game 1 versus how they've played down the stretch. You get that sense right now with the way the results have been going that the Bears have been kind of playing a little bit down to the Comets in game 1, and now that they've stepped it up, they've started to really push the tempo, and it's really uncomfortable for the Comets right now.
Yep, they're being forced to play at a position and at a pace that they're not comfortable with. That's 100% of the issue, and we'll see if Clumsy Term and Lodsane can actually force the issue and give the Bears a run for their money as we play in Game 4, 5 minutes on the clock, and here we go as the Comets trying to be a little more aggressive at the midfield, but that's going to be a possible mistake Coming in, El Fuego going to take control. Towards the corner. Looking off the back. That's a dangerous place to live, but that's taken away. He's going to go towards the back. Deheimer with a really good clear. El Fuego lurking at the goal line. He's going to wait patiently. He's camped near post, though. Not a good place to be when you have a couple of Comets right there, and they're going to get one. Clumsy term, able to put that one home 34 seconds in.
Lodse makes this goal happen. Really good backflip to cancel that ball's momentum out and jukes it around Deheimer, then gets it past El Fuego at the near post. It's Clumsy Term who's able to come in, get that one secured, and the Comets find themselves a lead here in Game 4.
Comets looking to keep up the tension, keep up the excitement here for their fans. Lodsane going to have a shot over the head of Deheimer, and all of a sudden, don't look now, but 43 seconds in, it looks like a new Comets team.
El Fuego, unfortunately, putting that ball in an awkward spot where Deheimer, looking like he wants to challenge it, suddenly thinks, oh man, I can't make this ball, and turns around. And that's never what you want to do when you come out to challenge a ball. Once you're out that far, you have to commit to making that challenge, because once you start to retreat, it's almost impossible to make that save because it's coming up over your head. And
what we're looking at here is the Bears, when they made mistakes last game and the game before, the Comets were not able to take advantage, or were not aggressive enough to take advantage, as El Fuego's going to have the lead. But here, the Comets are making things happen to the point where they're being a lot more aggressive to the ball, it seems.
Yeah, Deheimer doing a really good job to chip that out of the corner. Lodsane a bit far back, backflips at that one. Think he might have wanted to try to front flip, cover the distance, but really good placement by Fuego, and Deheimer with the pass as we start to have a bit of a shootout here in Game 4.
A little bit. We've seen 4 shots. 3 of them have been in the back of the net. So we'll see if that continues. Deheimer looking for a double, runs out of boost. Good job by Lodsane to get that towards the side. He can turn into this. Doesn't quite have an angle at the net, and he drives underneath the ball and past it as he overshot his angle. Chance for Deheimer to move it into the corner. Going out into the middle. Chance for Clumsy Term. He's going to miss. Lodsane trying to get there. He can't. El Fuego should have left that for Deheimer, who had a straight shot at the net. He'll take it anyway. Bears looking to get something going. Lodsane jumps in front of it, and Clumsy Term will follow up the side wall. 3:18 left. 2-1 score line. It'll pop out of the corner. Near side. Right there is Lodsane. He cannot slam it home as El Fuego got in front of it. Good save from him. His first. 4 shots to 1. Comets playing really well to keep possession and force the Bears to play at the Comets' pace, which is something we talked about just before this game.
And Clumsy Term going into that corner a little awkwardly, and then makes a really poor touch that goes out to midfield. Knows he made a poor touch, tried to pre-jump the block, and just really has to slow down in the corners, make a little bit of a better play with that ball, because they're giving up possession too easily to a Bears offense that's been proving lethal this series.
And Rage King calling out Clumsy for that. He's basically saying that Clumsy's rushing into the corners a little bit too fast. So I think you two are on the same page. It's going to be off the...
Former Comets coach there in Rage King, actually.
Yeah, fair enough. This will be pinched around. This is going to pop far side. Does go into frame, but not for very long. Nothing they can do. Clumsy Term out to Lodsane, and the passing play works perfectly as the Comets are rolling here with 2:15 left.
Good pressure here, gets the Bears turning in circles, and Clumsy Term able to get that one past the challenge of El Fuego. Deheimer a little slow to that one. You see a bit of a lag hit come off him there as Lodsane puts it down outside of the hitbox there, able to get that one into the net to restore the 2-goal lead.
2:45 into game number 4. Comets looking to salvage at least one. They are well on their way to doing that at this point. Clumsy Term keeps it down on the ground. Leaving it there, goes off the sidewall. That's a bad plot spot to put that towards the net, and trying to keep it out is I believe that was El Fuego on the goal line. Nope, yes it was, and he can't keep it out. It's 4-1.
Yeah, out of the same corner there. Not a lot he can do on that as he drifted too central to the net, needing to stop at the near post to be able to effectively read that shot coming in. Not a lot that you can do about that one if you're El Fuego. Just a little bit too hasty to try and get central to the net.
Seeing a different Bears team, is it all pace of play that we're seeing differently, or are they just were they just a little bit too confident possibly going into game 4?
Hard to say right now. I think that they got a little bit confident, and some of their play is kind of showing that, where they're just going for a little bit too cutesy stuff there. It'll work out as Fuego tries to just drag this one past and succeeds, but it just feels like the Comets have finally kind of sorted themselves out, and it's a bit of a rush by Clumsy Term that misses a challenge there, and the Bears are able to score.
Well, at this pace, they'll at least be able to salvage one. Let's see if that continues, as we have 97 seconds left in game number 4. Comets with a direct shot off the kick. Coming in to the middle, Clumsy Term puts that into his own corner. And that's a mistake. Needs to try to control that ball. Clumsy Term may pay for this. The flick, near side, scores! El Fuego with a really gorgeous one-on-one play. It's 4-3.
You want to talk about this one being a mistake. Clumsy Term just kind of watching the ball, and you see him drift into the same line that Lodsane is going out. That puts them way too close to react to that touch by El Fuego. It's not a great shot, but it's enough to beat both defenders because they come so close together and can't react to the play.
1-16 left. 7 goals in this game so far. 4 by the Comets, 3 by the Bears. We are 1 away from possibly seeing a tie game. 68 seconds on the clock. Putting it around the near side corner. Towards that boost orb on the side wall. Good demo there from Clumsy Term, getting into El Fuego. Deheimer trying to contest this. Near the midway line. Deheimer flies above the ball. He's going to miss the aerial. Not many times he misses those. Lodsane has a chance. Oh, very, very good save by Fuego as it looked like Lodsane was trying to go for a mind game there. Didn't need contact, didn't get it. But very good read by Fuego to stay with it.
Yeah, had to backflip to stay zeroed out and make sure he gets contact on the ball. Tries to cut the angle here on the breakaway. One-on-one, trying to tie this game up late here. But the Bears, I mean, they're doing a lot of great things on offense. They just can't kind of find each other right now. A lot of these individual efforts aren't working out for them at the moment.
Yeah, they're going 1v2 on a lot of plays. They do have a shot here, though. This is a chance with a tie game looming. This is El Fuego. Has a chance trying to get contact. 3 seconds left. Up is Deheimer. This is going to go towards the back wall. It's still in play. This is going to be around the boost orb, and getting contact with the boost orb as the Bears and the Comets will indeed make it touch the ground, and Clumsy Term and Lodsane able to survive that comeback attempt as they're able to salvage at least one. They will try for a second in Game 5.
Grandstand finish as the Bears end it in the offensive end for the final 15 seconds or so, and the Comets just finally staked themselves out to a lead that was actually insurmountable for the Bears offense. And given the run of play so far this series, you didn't really have it figured to be that close. And Game 1 was close, but a lot of that came down to the Bears, I think, warming up. Once they warmed up, they really took it to the Comets. Now that the Comets are finding their rhythm, starting to see a little bit closer, what we kind of hoped for through this whole series.
My White Walker brother really has no idea of personal space, does he?
No, he is
Not
really uncomfortable with you.
Yeah, he's just staring at me while I stare at Carball. This is rather uncomfortable. Him and I are going to have to talk after this game. Anyway, 4:55 on the clock as we get into game number 5, Comets and Bears on the MLE Network. Still one more series to go with 4:46 left. Scoreless game at the moment as the Bears and Comets look for the first strike. Lodsane, good challenge at midfield, and then pays for his transgressions dearly as he will meet a casket on that particular play. So pop out to the middle. Coming in, Deheimer. Getting it past him is Clumsy Term. Up over half, Lodsane. Nope, really good job keeping it in. Comets trying to keep the ball as far into the Bears' end as possible. They feel they have less of a chance to score. Want a double tap. El Fuego. If he follows that in midair, I think he has himself a double tap. Instead, he waits for it to come down, and because of it, we are still scoreless.
Yeah, lack of confidence at this level kind of kills players off that backboard, both on offense and defense. You see players that don't have the confidence to go up the backboard, try and make that clear away, and conversely, they don't have the confidence to aggressively aerial attack a ball high off the backboard and get a better shot when the defense isn't coming up to make that clear.
Take it from me, who has no business trying for those. You got to give it the good old college try sometimes. Because as long as the other guy's rotating back, you have a little bit of coverage in the background, you can definitely try for those. Because eventually you're going to hit one and you're going to feel like a god when you do.
I mean, how many training packs are out there that you can work on too? I know Realize has put out a really good one that I use a lot. It's a lot of high-level stuff, but it really gets a feel for getting up quickly off that backboard and flying at those balls effectively.
realize, for those of you that don't know, one of the idols in the Asian Rocket League scene, as we've seen a couple of gifs of him doing some crazy stuff. The Bears are able to get one, though, as Clumsy Term is a little bit clumsy there on the goal line. He puts it into his own net.
El Fuego actually putting this off target, wide off the post, but the panic by Clumsy Term comes flying in at the ball and gets contact on it right in front of his net. And it's the own goal to open things up for the Bears. And can I just say, the D-Heimer has sported a different painted topper in every single game so far this series.
Is he exiting out to menu? I haven't even noticed.
No, he's got 5 different presets with different
awesome.
with I think different wheels and different painted toppers in Bears colors.
That's fantastic from D-Heimer. DM Rawlings should be proud of that. Like that I'm gonna take away his right to vote on this. He's gonna get #1 in fashion for this series.
Rawlings isn't even watching anymore. I'm checking the chat. I think he went to play Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there are worse things you could do with your time. No problem. As we play Deuces Wild here, 2:22 left in Game 5. This will pop out into the mid. Clumsy Term will fly by the ball. It's going to give the Bears a chance to move in. D-Heimer trying a one-on-one play, and he will get challenged near the box. Sent up the corner. Lodsane, good job boosting into that ball for a clear. Putting it off the nose. Tap mid. El Fuego is going to go long with it. It's going to go around that corner again. Chance mid, and Clumsy Term is going to knock it towards the sidewall. And that's going to be a really good 1v2 challenge, as well as Clumsy's going to get it back deep into Bears territory. 90-second mark, still 1-0 Bears. Very low-scoring game. Conversely, we had a lot of goals in our 4th game. Things seem to have tightened up a bit.
Yeah, and the one thing that right now is letting me down for the Bears is El Fuego's rotation. A couple of times now this series, he's gone through the same corner that D-Heimer's trying to play the ball, and he's tipped the ball back out on a free clear for the Comets. If you go across out of one corner, you have to finish the rotation out the far side to give your teammate time to play the reverse ball back in off the same corner.
Closing in on the 60-second mark, Comets looking to tie. If they can tie it, they might be able to force OT and salvage a 5th game. It is 3-1 series lead for the Bears at the moment. 50 seconds on the clock. Bears trying to move it out. Contest coming from Clumsy Term. Going to drop it down near Lodsane. Lodsane doesn't read it well. Clumsy keeps it off the back in the Bears side. That's a missed clear. Lodsane, empty net, scores! 36 left. That's a big mistake for the Bears, and the Comets capitalize.
Yeah, D-Heimer panic flips around that ball, and Clumsy Term able to just put that one in front low for Lodsane. I think D-Heimer might have thought Clumsy was looking for the shot. It doesn't come off, and that's one where you have to just make contact on the ball rather than read the defense. And the Comets getting very, very lucky that Bears clear doesn't come off for them.
We have 30 seconds left in this game. That's going to go towards the Bears net. Double commit on D. They're going to pay. That is Clumsy Term. Far side and in. It is a 2-point swing, and with 21 seconds to go, they have their first lead of the game.
I mean, you just did all my analysis for me. It's a double commit, plain as day right there, as both Bears players chase that one up the post, and all the Comets have to do is wait and put it in the open net.
21 seconds. Bears need a tying goal. They would love to get a 4-1 here for standings purposes. Comets want to reverse that. This is a chance. Clumsy Term needs to make a save that's going to instead go wide anyway. Bears cannot hit the net. It'll pop into the middle. D-Heimer is going to follow this into the corner. Needs a tap out into the middle. He may get one. Is going to hit the ground, though. Nothing doing. Comets are going to salvage a 3-2 out of this series. Very good efforts in Game 4 and 5 are going to do it for them as they earn the near series split.
I think El Fuego kind of missed out on the opportunity to tie it. Off the kickoff, had the opportunity to chase that ball down and get a better shot, but with the time ticking down, kind of panicked a little bit there and ends up putting it high off the crossbar, and the Bears never recover possession at that point. A little bit too quick on the stick on that one, in my opinion, and fortunately for the Comets, they come away with a couple of goals late and end up with a 3-2 loss on the series to salvage a couple of wins.
Yep, that's a fantastic piece of Rocket League though. Like, it was a very, very competitive fourth and fifth game, and a nice turnaround by the Comets though. Just as we look at the series as a whole, I mean, you look at game two, it was very, very lopsided, a 9-2 loss. They were able to come back from that very amicably and put up a good show and kind of make the Bears play at their pace instead of the other way around. So kudos to both teams, but you got to give the Comets credit for their comeback in games 4 and 5.
Yeah, I got the sense that their coach kind of sat them down in between the last few games there and really just kind of drilled. Yeah, just drilled in the patience that was kind of lacking in that 9-2 and the 5-1 losses in the middle of that set. And it really showed as they got the Bears to start making mistakes that could have been easily preventable, and they capitalized on them on a number of occasions. Yeah,
it was very, very good work. A lot of fun to see, but we have one more series ahead of us. This is the finals of our triple header. Jay, tell them all about it.
It's the Tigers and the Puffins, and you guys know the Puffins well. They've been on stream a number of times and just cannot find a way to win a series. We'll see if Cloud Fuel and Jeremazin can turn that around against the menacing Banjo and Pork Chop. You're watching Freestyle Friday here on the MLE Network. We'll be back with the third game of our triple header right on the other side of this break.